Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charles Raether, Managing Partner at AmLaw Group. Today I wanted to talk about a new significant change with State Department rules in terms of where visa applicants can apply for a visa. And this was just passed, roughly it came out I think on September 6th, over the weekend, September 6th, 2025. And this will have really far-reaching consequences for a lot of people. Specifically, the Department of State has said that now any applicants for non-immigrant visas must apply either in their country of citizenship or in the country where they have official long-term residency. So this rule applies to everybody. So how is this going to affect things on a day-to-day basis? I think it's going to certainly create a lot of complications. It's going to create more backlog, and it's certainly going to create inconveniences for our clients. Specifically, imagine, for example, let's say you're an Israeli citizen and you have an E2 visa, you want to renew your E2 visa. You can no longer, for example, go to Canada or Mexico just because they're close nearby. You're going to have to go to Israel. And even if, for example, you're applying for your first E2 visa, let's say, or let's say an O1 visa for a talented or exceptional abilities, and this is your first O1 or E2, obviously if people were currently residing in the US, it was easier for them to go to a nearby country, whether it's maybe a Caribbean island, Canada, possibly Mexico. Heck of a lot easier than going, flying to the Middle East, to Asia and whatnot for an interview. So this obviously is going to create a lot of complications. We're going to see how this all plays out, but I think this is all part of the Trump administration's plan to make it more and more difficult for applicants, even non-immigrant applicants, to get through the process. And theoretically, I guess this makes it easier for the State Department to do any necessary checks, because if you're from a third country and, say you have French citizenship and you're going to an embassy in Costa Rica, it's more difficult for the officials in Costa Rica to do any kind of background checks, et cetera, because they're not in that country. So obviously this is all in conjunction with these tightening rules, but I think it's going to create a lot of difficulties for a lot of our clients going forward. If you have any questions about whether it's a non-immigrant or an immigrant visa and what possible changes might come up or how this might affect your plans, certainly subscribe to our channel, or better yet, reach out to us for a personal consultation.